Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to be looking at Warcraft 3 and more specifically if it is still worth buying in 2024. Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos is a real-time strategy game that was first published in July of 2002, with the expansion The Frozen Throne coming out just a year later in 2003. These were then re-released in a remastered edition called Warcraft 3 Reforged in January 2020. Both of the original games offer 4 single-player campaigns as well as a tutorial to show you the basics as you follow a set of heroes in their adventures across Azeroth, some fighting for the forces of good and some to push forward their own evil plots for ultimate power. Of course, this wouldn't be an RTS game if there wasn't the helpless minions to accompany our heroes on their adventures. So to this end, Warcraft 3 boasts smooth and well-rounded base building, resource gathering, and troop training mechanics to help your hero stay alive by providing enough cannon fodder to allow you to achieve your goals. Now how about we dive in a little deeper and take a closer look at the various areas of the game and how they stack up today. As mentioned, there are a total of 8 campaigns across the full game of Warcraft 3, each averaging around 7 to 8 missions, except for the last campaign, which is a shorter bonus campaign. Each campaign has its own movie cutscenes and pre- and post-scenario gameplay cutscenes to tell the story as you progress. Something I absolutely love and believe is sorely missing from many games today. Across these campaigns, you will play as 4 unique factions, which I do believe have enough difference between them for you not to feel as if you're simply reusing the same units only with a different skin on them. I do feel the same way about the heroes as well, that they have gone and created for this game, all of which have unique abilities and enough variation for you to use them in different ways throughout the campaign. For the base building, this game focuses on only 2 resources, wood and gold, so keeping it nice and simple, both of which come from a finite source. However, you are usually provided with enough to easily get the job done without having to panic too much. There are around a dozen buildings per playable faction, which do follow a similar theme throughout the factions. In other words, everyone has houses, barracks, stables, etc. However, each faction's buildings do come with unique mechanics only available to that faction. For instance, the Night Elves buildings can get up and walk around as treants, or big scary walking trees to most of us. Now, when we look at units available to each faction, as briefly touched upon earlier, they have a nice variation between them, with each faction not only having their own strengths and weaknesses, but also having different abilities on their units, which you will find useful and necessary to complete the scenarios you're playing. This all gives them a very different feel as you play all the factions throughout the game. So if you haven't been able to tell so far, I am a fan of this game. I did play it when it was first released, and I really do believe this game should still make lists of top RTS games today. And with them being remastered, making it more accessible to people, I think this game is a must-have for any strategy game player. These games have a good and entertaining story throughout the campaign, unique factions to give you variance as you play, and are simply well made to be able to just pick them up and start playing. Now, I'm not 100% sure on how active the multiplayer is myself as I don't play it, but I often do see people in the global chat on the homepage of the game, and I have heard there is still a very active multiplayer scene today. So for all of these reasons, I'm sure you can tell I do fully recommend this game even 22 years after its original release. However, if you are wishing to save a little bit of money with this game, you can often find it on Blizzard's website or on their Blizzard.net app on sale, as they do quite often have sales, and this game does usually make the cut, so you should be able to pick it up for a reasonable, or what I would even class as a bargain price. Well, thank you all very much for sticking around and watching this review. If you do want to see some actual gameplay as well, as of recording this, I do have all of the campaigns from the original Reign of Chaos game on my channel, and so with that, until next time, thank you all very much, and stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy.